Happy Friday. It's Liz and Cameron here from the Burnside team. And we've been getting a ton of questions about what's going on with the market. So we decided let's give everybody a little market update once a week. So Cameron, give us some stats. What's going on?
Yeah, so every week we seem like we get a lot of questions, and a lot of questions this last week have been revolving around what's happening with real estate. Is it going up? Is it down? Is it even happening? And so what I did is I pulled up some stats that took place over the last 30 days. And I'm just going to read them off to you real quick. And I know there's a lot of numbers here, so I'll try to make this as simple as possible. But if we look in the last 30 days along the Wasatch Front, we're considering that Davis, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, there were 1,906 properties that went on the market, that went active. In that same time period, there were 3,230 that went under contract, so that God offers. And that's awesome. That means there's a lot of inventory that's still moving. And the only other thing I'll say about that is if we break that down between price points, below 500 and above 500, it's even more stark. What I mean by that is that if you're over 500,000 in that last 30 days, of those numbers I just shared, there were 549 that became active. During that same time period, there were 535 that went under contract. So that's still pretty good, right? If it's under 500,000, there's even more noticeable numbers. In that same category, there were 1,364 that went active and 2,701 that went under contract. So almost double the amount of properties that came active went under contract. So Liz, what do you think that means? Why is that the case right now?
I think there's two main reasons. First of all, there's not as much competition out there. There's just not as many buyers because unfortunately some people have been out of work, different loans are changing. I think the second reason is rates are still really low. So the really great thing is some of the buyers that we've been working with for a while, they can actually afford more now. So they're able to get into a better house with a lower payment. So that's what my interpretation is.
So you think people should be doing something now real estate wise?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, it is so refreshing out there. It's not as crazy as it's been in the last few years. And I mean, you can actually, go into a house, breathe for 5 minutes before you have to hurry up and submit an offer. So
great. Well, thanks for that. And what we want to do is this next week, we're going to be sharing another answer to a question that we get a lot, which is, all right, everything that's happening, what's going to happen with prices? So tune in next week. And by the way, if you have questions about your specific neighborhood, this is much more of a macro idea, but feel free to reach out. We'd love to talk with you about specifically your neighborhood, your city, your street, anything else that comes up like that. So we'd love to talk to you more on a micro level. So give us a call. It'd be great to hear from you, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.